Any thoughts on Jonah Hill and his complete weaponization of therapy language? And
Hey, Cyzor. Completely agree with your analysis of weaponization of therapy language that Jonah is guilty of. What I've seen less criticism, though, of is the weaponization of privacy, which I think Sarah is guilty of.
Okay, let's talk about it.
It's easy to see why that's the wrong thing to do if you flip it. Imagine that she had sent intimate pictures to Jonah, and on their breakup, he had shared those publicly. People would be outraged, quite rightly so.
Well, yeah, that's a crime. After you've broken up with somebody, if you post revealing or intimate photos of somebody without their consent, that's called revenge porn. That's literally a crime. In some places, it's a felony. So yeah, people will be outraged. But you're comparing sending intimate photos to literal manipulation. One of those is like a bad thing to do.
Clearly what he said was in the context of a private relationship. Both parties understood that. And yet this trend towards weaponizing private discourse, I think, is really toxic.
So I want you to see that this is what you're comparing. I sent you those photos in confidence. Nobody else was supposed to see that. I was manipulating you in confidence. Nobody else was supposed to see that. I am all for respecting privacy in a relationship. And yes, she could have not said anything, but if you were being shitty to your ex and she decides to tell everybody, that is within her right. My video wasn't about the weaponization of privacy, nor was it a Jonah's bad, Sarah's good video. I don't know these people. My video was about what a boundary is. It's really baffling when I make a video about a specific topic and then somebody, usually a man, almost always a man, says, well, why didn't you talk about this part too? And it's like, because that's not what my video is about. And this isn't directed at you specifically, but I want people to be aware that it is okay to criticize one aspect of something by itself. That is an okay thing to do. Like if I made a video about police brutality and I said, cops need to stop shooting unarmed black people. Like that was it. That's the point of the video, right? That criticism can stand by itself. It's okay to just say that. But 100% of the time, a white person's gonna come in and say, well, why didn't you talk about black on black crime? And it's like, I didn't talk about white on white crime either. Like that's not what my video's about. But do you understand my take on the whole privacy thing? Like, yeah, she could have kept it private, but she's under no obligation to do so. If she decided to air out some crazy shit that he said, that's kind of the price he paid for saying some crazy shit, right? It'd be different if he was like bearing his soul in a text message and she just aired that shit out and was like, look at this lame ass dude talking about his emotions. Like that'd be different. And I guarantee had she done that, there'd be men and women in droves talking about how that was wrong to do. But instead it was a text where he's saying, your way of life goes against my boundaries. So you're gonna have to change yourself or this isn't gonna work. And that is very clearly manipulation, which is what my video was about.